Today we will learn about the closure property in terms of the following mathematical operations of integers. One day a math teacher told his students, if someone can tell him about two integers whose sum is not an integer, they will get a chocolate. Within seconds, all the children started looking for those two integers with full enthusiasm. Some added two positive integers. Some added two negative integers. Some added one positive integer and one negative integer. But no one obtained integers whose sum is not an integer. In each case, they obtained the result an integer. Seeing the children getting confused, the teacher said, the sum of any two integers is always an integer, so you will not be able to find two integers whose sum will not be an integer. The children were annoyed on hearing that. They didn't get a chocolate, but they learnt a fact. The sum of any two integers is always an integer. Suppose there is a bag of all integers. We take any two integers from this bag and add them. If the result obtained is the number inside this bag, then we say that integers are closed under addition. Since the sum of integers yields a number from the group of integers, we say that the integers are closed under addition. Is the integer closed under subtraction? Think for a while. Let's find out. There are some red and some blue balls here. Suppose the value of a red ball is +1 and the value of a blue ball is -1. If we take 7 red balls, what will be their value? Since we have taken the value of one red ball as +1, the value of 7 red balls will be +7. If we take out 3 red balls from these, then it will mean we are subtracting +3 from +7. After subtracting, there are now 4 red balls left which have a value of +4. That is, +7 minus +3 is equal to +4. Here the result of the subtraction of two integers is always an integer. Similarly, if we have 5 blue balls and we take out 2 of these blue balls, then we are left with the remaining 3 blue balls. That is, -5 minus -2 is equal to -3. Here too, on subtracting two integers, we get an integer. Broadly, the subtraction a minus b of any two integers, a and b, are also integers. That is, the result is also the number from the same group of integers. Hence, integers are closed under subtraction. So far, we have learned that the integers are closed under addition and subtraction. Now let's find out whether integers are closed even under multiplication. For this, we will take a few pairs of integers and multiply them. As you can see, the product of all these pairs is an integer. Broadly, the product obtained by multiplying any two integers a and b are also integers. Therefore, it is also closed under multiplication. Now let us check if integers are closed under division too. Suppose a submarine goes 100 meters below sea level in 6 minutes. If we express the distance measured in the downward direction with a minus sign, then after 6 minutes the position of submarine will be represented as -100. Now if we have to find out at what rate the submarine goes down, for this we have to divide -100 by 6. This will result in -100 divided by 6, or we can write it like this. This number is not an integer. Broadly, the result obtained from the division of any two integers is not an integer in every case. Therefore, integers are not closed under division. In this way, you now know that the integers are closed under addition, subtraction and multiplication, but not closed under division. So today we learned the closure property in terms of the following mathematical operations of integers. In the next video, we will learn in more detail with the help of some examples. Today we will see examples of the closure property of integers. One day, teacher made the following 3 groups of numbers on the blackboard and asked the children, which group in the given groups is closed under subtraction? Abhay answered that group 3 is the right answer. Is Abhay's answer correct? A group is closed under an operation when the result obtained from the operation is always part of the same group. In this way, the closed group under a subtraction occurs when the result obtained from the subtraction is also a number of the same group. Come on, let's find out if group 1 is closed under subtraction. For this, we will subtract the numbers of this group to find out if the resulting number is part of the same group. So by subtracting the larger number and a smaller number, we get the result which is also a number of the same group. But while subtracting a smaller number and a larger number, a negative number is obtained, which is not a part of group 1. Therefore, we can say that group 1 is not closed under subtraction. Let's talk about group 2. Now, can you tell me whether group 2 is closed under subtraction? Think for a while. Let me tell you. As you can see, one of the numbers of group 2, 1, is obtained by subtracting the smaller number from the larger number. But while subtracting the larger number from the smaller number, 1 is not obtained. We instead get -1, and -1 is not present in this group. For this reason, group 2 is not closed under subtraction. Now we will talk about group 3. It is a group of integers. Take any 2 numbers from this group and subtract them. The number obtained as a result are 1 minus 3 and 1 respectively, which are all part of this group. Therefore, we can say that group 3 is closed under subtraction. So now we know Abhay's answer is correct. Next example. Explain that the integers -51 and -12 are not closed under division. A group is closed under an operation when the result obtained from the operation is always the number of the same group. Therefore, we can say that an integer is closed under division when the result obtained from the division is always a number of the same group. To clarify that the division is not closed, first, we will find the result of -51 divided by -12. This will result in 51 by 12. This number is not a part of the group of integers. Since the result obtained by division of integers is not a part of the same group, -51 and -12 are not closed under division. So today we have seen examples related to closure property of integers. In the next video, we will see certain misconceptions related to them. Today we will see certain misconceptions related to the closure property of integers. Misconception 1. One day, the teacher asked, "Is integer closed under division?" To this, Manish replied, "Yes." In your opinion, is Manish's answer correct? Based on some conditions, it is understood that the integer is closed under division, such as, if we find the result of 120 divided by -5, then the answer we get is -24. Since 120, -5 and the result of division of these two integers is also an integer, it is often assumed that the integer is closed under division. The correct understanding is that the result obtained by dividing two integers is not always an integer, such as if 112 is divided by -5, the result is not an integer. Therefore, the integer is not closed under division. Misconception 2. Suppose both p and q are integers. So will p minus q also be an integer? Sometimes there is a misconception that the integers are not closed under subtraction, so it is assumed p minus q cannot be an integer. With this understanding, children choose option 2, which is the wrong answer. The correct answer here is option 1 because the result obtained by subtracting any two integers is an integer. For example, if the value of p is 47 and the value of q is 35, then the value of p minus q will be 12, which is an integer. Similarly, if the value of p is 67 and the value of q is 89, then the value of p minus q would be minus 22. This is also an integer. So when p and q are integers, p minus q will also be an integer. Similarly, some children know that the subtraction for natural numbers and whole numbers is not closed. So they assume that the subtraction for integers is also not closed. With this understanding, they choose option 2, which is an incorrect answer. Today we have seen certain misconceptions related to closure property of integers.